Hey, what the fuck going on, man? It's your boy Grandzo, back with another reaction, man. Today, we're finna be reacting to this YNW Melly video that they made. The answers are coming to the light, man. Before we start this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, man. Get right into it.
YNW Melly hired the same lawyers that you used for your murder trial.
Right. Yeah, I helped him out with.
And nigga, they thought Boozy was gone. Nigga thought Boozy was gone. You got the same lawyers.
Yeah, I told him who to go get.
South Florida rapper did not have much to say, making his first appearance in court after being accused of killing two men he called his friends.
Jamel, remember, you don't speak to anyone but me or Mr. Cohn. Remember that.
But I set a bond. It was level 1 house arrest, and the other terms and conditions will be in the order.
All right, what is up, everybody? God.
Like, they gave him that shit like 5 months ago, bro. Still ain't come home. Like, I know niggas got the money to come home. Like, the fuck niggas still locked up for? I don't get that.
Damn, this is a huge update in the Melly case. While everybody in Florida was out at the beaches, just risking corona to go to Cheesecake Factory, the judge in the Melly case was on a Zoom call, basically on a Skype, telling YNW Bortland that he was free to go on a $75,000 bond. He got approved. Some people are like, wait, what? He's free to go? Bond on a murder charge in South Florida? That's almost unheard of. The crazy part is the 75 grand, which is super low. Anything less than $500,000 for first degree murder charge is practically
But that's down south. They gotta think about it, nigga. Them niggas be getting, they murder bells be low as shit, nigga. You could kill a nigga, come home. But then nothing, no money. You ain't gotta put shit down. Let a nigga kill a nigga up here in Jersey, nigga. $1 million bail. Nigga. You ain't coming home. You gotta sit, nigga. You gonna be sitting for about 3-4 years. 4-5 years. Just to beat your shit.
unheard of. And we're hearing words, potentially the trial is set to begin as early as July 2nd. And this could be bigger than the 6ix9ine trial, honestly. This is not the first death penalty case rap fans have witnessed. Boosie beat the death penalty. Now his lawyers are working for Melly. And this is how crazy high profile cases are in the age of the internet. We have lawyers beefing with trolls on Instagram and Twitter. Like, you can't make this shit up. The lawyer, no filter, just he did it. Just on Twitter. That's 2020 for you.
You're certainly innocent until proven guilty, but that seems to be, to me, my opinion, a despicable act of homicide, if not, again, murder.
Anyways, we're gonna get into all this, but before we do, check out my song of the day. This is Timo the Great. Let's go.
Sorry, mama,
Trial starts, and what this has gone. We know Melly probably won't get bond. He'll be in jail until the trial starts. And with Cortland Henry free on house arrest,
Oh, so he is free. Oh, I ain't see that nigga, so I thought that nigga was still locked up. So how the fuck, if he getting bond, how the fuck Melly can't get no bond? He ain't tell, he ain't say Melly shot him. Melly ain't say he shot him. So how the fuck could one get bond and the other not get bond? That shit don't make no sense to me.
the rumors online started circulating that he had snitched. All the comments on the blogs, Instagram, academics was, he told, he's gotta be
Nah, he ain't snitch. He ain't snitch.
snitching. And the fuel was added to the fire when XXL and DJ Vlad posted some fugazi fake news coming from Cortland Henry's lawyer, who took to Twitter to basically say Melly fans are delusional and Melly's never getting out. Now, all that would be cool and fine, except that wasn't actually his lawyer. Those tweets are from the lawyer representing the family of the victims. So of course he's dunking on Melly any chance he gets, right? That's his job. Now if you actually pull up the court documents, we know he most definitely did not snitch. In fact, neither him nor Melly told on each other, right? They both stayed silent, and that's actually why the state is so pissed. Because they've been trying for practically a year now to get him to turn on Melly. But these tactics didn't work, and neither Melly or Cortland Henry flipped on each other. What's gonna be super interesting once the trial starts is how both sides played the relationship that Melly had with the two kids who were killed.
Me and all my niggas, we had the same dreams
And them is his brothers right there, man.
growing up. Get my day on, right? You know what I'm saying?
You got some haters just mad at the success, but now they see.
And that nigga got them niggas' name tatted on his face. Like,
Yeah, they just hate it, but they love it at the same time. So it's like both 50-50 in everybody.
They love us and hate us. Like, they happy to see us. Rapper, that's what you want to be? Better go get a job at Wendy's.
You pull up any photos, video, whatever, these are clearly best friends. Melly, Sack Chaser, Juvie, and Bortland. Super tight. However, you probably also heard the rumors about Melly's mom being threatened by Sack Chaser.
Me text messages from Sack Chaser threatening all her friends and all these people like he's about this life. But I'm saying, like, who the f you ever robbed? Who the f you ever shot at? Oh, you threatened me with your little gun? I got big guns. Melly is my child, and he is gonna be great because he's talented.
And by the way, she had Melly when she was just 14 years old. That's why she looks so young. But that's a video of Melly's mom taken from her Instagram that it sounds like she's talking about Sack Chaser. But a lot of people online are also saying that video clip was chopped up and taken out of context, and that she's actually talking about Melly's stepdad. I don't know. The prosecution's gonna try and paint a couple pictures of Melly. Don't forget, they want the death penalty. So they're gonna argue that the killings were especially heinous, committed in a cold, calculated, and premeditated manner, and lastly, it was committed by a criminal gang member. Now for that one, things as simple as tattoos can prove that you're a gang member, even though we know that
nigga, gang member, they all in the same gang. What the fuck is you talking about?
just because you have a tattoo doesn't mean that. And just because you call you and your friends your gang or whatever, doesn't mean you're a part of an actual gang. But the system likes to play loose and fast with the criminal gang charges. Funny enough, they're actually doing the same thing to Lil Durk and King Von in Atlanta right now. But that's a separate story. Now here's how the trial's gonna play out. Murder trials usually last 3, 5, 10 days. Depends on how much material they have to present to the jury. The first day is jury selection, and maybe a witness or two. But in the Melly case, as far as we
ain't no witnesses. Come on, some witnesses.
No, there are no witnesses. The killings happened on a lonely stretch of road near the Everglades, which is why the prosecutors desperately wanted Bortland to turn state and testify against Melly. Looks like that's not gonna happen. Day 2 will be workers from the crime scene. DNA experts, detectives, timeline witnesses, and if they had the murder weapons, they would maybe ask the gun shop owner or whoever to identify that yes, they did indeed sell this gun to Melly. But in this case, they can't, because they don't have the murder weapons. See, the police believe that Melly shot both boys from the back left seat. Then he got outside and sprayed up the right side of the car to make it look like a drive-by. Then the detectives claim that Cortland Henry helped Melly with a cover-up, dropping the victims off at the hospital around 4 o'clock in the morning, fabricating a story that concealed Melly's involvement while he was able to later retrieve and dispose of the weapons. Now, I don't know if any of that's true, that's just what the police claim. The timeline goes something like this. At 3:20 in the morning, Melly and 3 friends were seen on CCTV video surveillance leaving the New Era recording studio in Fort Lauderdale. They got into a Jeep Compass and drove off. Bortland was driving, Melly was in the back left seat, the 2 victims were on the right. When Cortland got to the hospital around 4:30 in the morning, he told police that they were victims of a drive-by at an intersection on Miramar Parkway, but the police say there were no reports of gunshots in that area. Instead,
so what that mean? Fuck that mean? I don't mean nothing.
they believe the shooting happened
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody even out there.
far west, near a waste treatment plant. And to back this claim, the police are using cell phone records to say that Bortland lied about the path he took to get to the hospital. And they also claim they got the canine dogs to sniff the area, and that somehow shows that there were no other vehicles present on the road, so it couldn't have been a drive-by, according to the police.
Now how the fuck can a dog sniff and tell you it was no other cars here? How the fuck can a dog do that? They got the dogs only for drugs and shit and finding people. How the fuck you gonna tell me a car wasn't there? Like, that don't make no sense, bro.
Police. Now after all that, day 3 of the trial is usually the prosecutors will have the family of the victims to be the last to testify. Then that same day, the prosecutors rest, and the defendants, basically Melly's team, calls their witnesses to establish the defense. Most of the time, you don't even need witnesses. They can oftentimes argue it successfully that the prosecutor just did not meet the burden of proof. The evidence has to leave the jurors firmly convinced. That's the purpose of the trial system. Then after day 3 or 5 or however long it takes for that whole process to go out, you would wait maybe 20 minutes, 20 hours, even 20 days, whatever it takes for the jury to reach their verdict. And then we're gonna find out if Melly's guilty or if he's innocent. Now, I know that all this together sounds like the police are gonna crucify him, right? It sounds like they're gonna win, open and shut. However, what people gotta realize is without a witness, without a murder weapon, and without DNA of Melly at the crime scene, the state has a tough case to argue, especially when Melly paid a big bag for some heavy-duty lawyers that know how to poke holes in the prosecutor's arguments. What I think could be really important is this alleged phone recording that Melly has on his cell phone admitting that he's guilty. Nobody in the public has heard it, but the prosecutors are hyping it.
Word. It's already put him at the scene. Word, that's what he did. I don't know about that.
Up like he's on camera admitting that he did it. But since nobody's heard it, we don't know how detailed that is. Now, I want to know what you guys think is going to happen in the comments below. But keep in mind, this is not a federal case. When the feds come knocking, it's usually a 95% success rate. They get your ass, pause. But this is a state case. And last I checked, like the murder conviction rate in Florida is 59% or something like that. And if you want to know how good Melly's lawyers are, they almost got the judge to agree to let Melly go on medical release during the whole COVID thing to a fan's house. Maybe the fan lived near the Broward County Jail or something, I don't know, but it's in the documents. Melly's team made a motion to send Melly over to a fan's house to recover from COVID.
A fan's house? The fuck?
Away from the contaminated jail. And the dude, John Phillips, who's representing the victim's family, basically roasted Melly's team for trying to get that to happen. He also said that the fan allegedly had a young daughter in the house, which should disqualify him from housing someone who's charged with murder. Needless to say, the motion was denied, but this just goes to show that Melly's team is playing to win, bro. They'll try anything. And that's why you gotta wait for the trial, you gotta wait to see Melly's defense, and we'll see what happens.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. All that good shit, man. Free Melly, man.